a beautiful new subdivision expansion to our city and some more medium density in the other part of our city. We also have our very first high density. Look at that guy. Oh my god, it's so large, so big. And we have some nice little park areas and ooh, some more developments coming. Hopefully those look cool. Also cannot forget about this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ore mine. But guys, let's get into the meat and the potatoes. Guys, a little bit of housekeeping here. We are back. And back with a vengeance, may I say. If you have not been following, or if you're watching this in the future and not the day that it comes out, I haven't been able to load into the game for like a week, and it's been super annoying, especially because this is when the new update just came out. So again, if you're watching this in the future, Economy 2.0 just dropped, and we flooded over here? We are going to start losing money very, very soon. We're making a bunch right now, but we are going to start losing. We're also going to lose population. Totally cool. The game needs to work itself out. I do not understand this, but it might be because of this. Yeah, this is a little high. I did not mean for this to happen right now, so one sec. Not really sure what's going on there. Gonna fix that afterwards because it's, yeah. Anyway, Economy 2.0 just came out. We're gonna start losing money really, really soon. So we're gonna have to figure out how to balance the budget, okay? So I won't lie to you. Before this came out and before my game just stopped working on me, I had an entire plan. I'm gonna do triple speed, and we're going to start losing money very, very quickly. But we gotta get moving. I had a plan. We were gonna unlock a couple tiles. We were gonna bring in a really cool, unique building. Build this nice big parking lot, the epitome of cities these days, or my cities at least. And then the economy dropped, the Economy 2.0, and we've been kind of it's hard. It is actually really, really hard, which is fun because it actually gives a little bit of a challenge. But that just means that now we look at this weird street, dude. It goes all the way around. Now we are instead of going to be doing that, we are going to be focusing on balancing our budget. Look, we're down to 3,000 an hour. We're getting very close. Oh, and now we're negative. Okay, so we're going to be working on balancing the budget. And now there are a few things that we have to do. One, we have a lot of tiles that can be utilized, so that is going to be almost number one. Number two, if we come into our city economy, our service upkeeps is 1.3 million, and that is just going to keep on rising pretty much forever. So one thing that we can do is we can add a little bit of tax revenue. Now this isn't going to do much, but in this episode we are going to be adding a bunch more housing as well. We're going to be doing high density, well maybe not high density, but a lot more medium density and a bit more low density as well. And I think that'll help quite a bit. But we are also, if we come in here, we have our service upkeeps here. If we go over to our services, the service upkeep is 1 million and our services upkeep is 1.3, which means that we have, ooh, we made this big town, have fun. Which means that we have about $300,000 that is unaccounted for in our services. So if we look at our services, actually, where is it in our services? On the bottom right, it says maintenance resources, maintenance and resources. So the services and maintenance, and then resources are over in our production. So over here, we kind of have to see, now this is fun. This is actually what we wanted for the game, but now we can see kind of like what we're importing, and what you import, you spend a lot more. Obviously, if you're exporting, then you're selling that extra, right? So we're good on our wood. We are good on our grain. We could use some carrots, some vegetables. Apparently, we're not importing any livestock, which is crazy. We are importing 21 tons of coal a month. So that is pretty much the first thing that we are going to do because that will help balance the budget a wee bit. So let's go. Let's finally start doing stuff, shall we? We've been talking for like 5 minutes. Let's come into our resources over here and let's look where we can do stuff. Words. Oh my God, it's been a long time, man. Go easy on me. We need ore basically for our coal. So all the blue is the ore. Obviously we have tons of ore, we have tons of oil, and we also have tons of farmland available. And then the trees, we can just do that whenever we want. I don't want to buy another tile because they cost a lot of money. So the only place that we could build a nice little ore mine is right over here in this area right here. And I think that is honestly what we are going to do. There is an area like right here, although that would mean that all of these homes just kind of look out onto the ore mine. Not the nicest thing in the world. So I think instead we're going to cross the highway here and build out a little mini ore mine just right in here, right off of this lake right here. So let's do that, shall we? I'm gonna come in with our highway. We're gonna turn on our contours. We're gonna do a small little straight segment right here, and then we're pretty much just gonna come around. We have a bunch of space over here. We might end up leveling quite a bit of it. So I'm gonna grab this height. We're gonna take this height. And we're gonna come all the way up over here, and then we are going to slope from right here. And the idea is that this highway will eventually curve up and continue on straight, and where it goes from here, not entirely sure, but for now I think that this works quite well. Perfect. I do want to kind of smooth out everything else that we got going on over here, and now we can build out our little mine. So what I think we'll do is, I know we're kind of up on a hill here. I feel like that doesn't make a whole ton of sense. It should probably go down a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this height right here, and I think we actually might go down just ever so slightly. I'm going to grab this height right here. I just want to make this look kind of good, right? We are seeing some water over here, which is fantastic. Love to see it. Also, the water over here is gone. That is good. And we have a little bit, we don't have any water over here. Cool. I also think I do want to fix this. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. That's much better. Okay. Yeah, anyway, we're going to grab this height. Maybe we go like 1 or 2 higher so that we get rid of this lake that we got going on in here. But the idea is that we kind of come down, right? And then we'll have a road come off from here. Perfect. And we'll probably use just like our regular alleyway roads. Nothing too crazy. Perfect, just like that. We got some trees in our roads, which is absolutely just love to see it. And then off from here, this is where we will have our little ore mine. So I'm gonna send this road straight from here. Now that we have this road, we can come in here with our coal mining, because coal required resource ore, and we can place this building like right here, and we can bring this out. All right, so we got this going on. We are gonna have to take out these trees. No idea why they're just kind of in there. Maybe we have anarchy on, but we do also need to have our electricity cables running below our road and the water pipes as well. Perfect, just like that. This should figure itself out right like there. Amazing. And now I am going to take out all these trees as well, because I do not need those. Perfect. What I might do, though, honestly, is kind of paint them around here. That way, when you're coming around the highway, you don't see them all around. Or sorry, you don't see, I mean, the idea would be that you don't see this mining pit. You will, clearly, but we'll just try to bring as many trees around here as possible. Make it a little bit more private. So as you're coming across here, you see this little puddle, easy, and yeah. I am also going to take this height and extend it a little bit, and then we're gonna come in and soften it up all the way around. I think this will add just a little bit more. Like, this kind of looks like a big pit, which is kind of the idea. It looks like they're kind of digging it out. It looks pretty cool. I like that. And if we come into our city economy and we look at our production now, we are producing like 50 tons of coal. So we won't be importing that. It won't cost as much, and we'll be able to save more money and actually make money in the long run by doing that. We are still running at a deficit, but that might just be what we're doing for a while. So in the meantime, we should look at what else we have to do. So our citizens are a little bit unhealthy because we have unreliable mail service. If we come into our post office, this actually costs $22,000 a month, which honestly isn't awful, but we're not making any money a month. It would actually cut us down quite a bit. It would cut us down to over 200,000 a month. So we're not going to put that in yet, but we are going to try to fill out a little bit of what we got going on down here. So we have 0 office demand, which means we don't need any of our offices. Don't love this building, but we're going to leave it in for now, I suppose. So what we're basically going to do down here is we are going to extend our density from Highland Street and continue it on and build out a little area down here. And then we probably will extend upwards a little bit closer to the highway as well. And this is where we'll keep some of our low density up here. Cool, so let's get that done down here first. What I think we'll probably do, we will start off by coming in here and we're going to zone these areas of the offices. So we're going to come in here, do some of this, come over here and do something similar as well. And then we're going to continue on what we got going on right like here. We'll D-zone this little guy. And honestly, we don't have any demand for office. So we actually might just D-zone these all together of offices. That is not something that we even necessarily need. We have a bunch of offices on the other side, so I'm not super concerned about it. But then over here, we can do something a little bit more fun. So what I'm thinking is doing something like this up here. We'll have some like medium density. We could do like some commercial over here as well. Perfect. And then on these areas, we can change these buildings up, so that we're kind of like maximizing our density in here. And then all the way down here, we'll be putting in some row homes and kind of extending out all of our buildings. And we got the Balter Pines, which is cool. I believe this is a 4x1 building, so we can come in afterwards and kind of place that a little bit nicer than just like plopping it down in here. I'm sure that we have some space to place it somewhere. We could just find a spot right now that could work out well. These are 6s, 4s, 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 3s, 2s, 6s, 6s. I believe these are 4s, are they not? They are 4s. So we could actually place this right off of our main street, kind of like centrally as well, which could be quite nice. Let's put it right here. Cool. And then we can see what these two build up to and if it kind of like looks good beside this guy. Awesome. But we have this playing out. I like the way that this looks. It just looks a little bit different down here. Really, really cool. And then obviously we do have our row homes on the other side. We may need to add some parks down here as well at some point. Looks like for now we're fine. Just something to keep in mind in the future. And then the next thing that we're going to do actually is we're going to come in here and we are going to de-zone some of these areas because we are going to extend our grid outwards. And honestly, all of these homes we are probably going to convert into row homes anyway, so it's not something we have to be super concerned about, but let's extend this out. So I believe we can come out 14 here and then we won't be able to do 20 here, but we can do it on this side. Yes. Perfect. And then on what I want to do over here is something a little bit different because I also want to connect up these roads right here. I think that that would just add a nice little aesthetic. So I'm thinking we'll probably use our complex curve mode for this. And then I want to come right in the middle. So this is a 47. There's no real good middle for that other than 3.5, so we could do that, but what I also want to do is I want to see how high this is. This is 7 units. Okay, that one's a little bit easier. So we can come out here, we can do 23.5. This does not need to be this this intense. And then we come down 7 and we come over and meet up right here. So 23.5 on each side. Just a very easy, nice road that kind of comes across here. And then we can place some larger buildings over here. What I might do is key off portions of this for short periods so that we can get some cool looking buildings here. I did not like that. Cool. I think that will look quite nice. And then we will continue to zone along here. And what I think I'm going to do is we'll probably do a mixture of medium density with row homes all the way through here. And we got the Polaris suites. That's cool. That is not going to be something that we use today. It's a little large. But I think this could look pretty decent if we're being honest with each other. And then on the other side, I think we might do something honestly very, very similar. So on this side, we're definitely going to keep row homes all the way up to here. I would like to take this road and come back up to about here. We'll send this out halfway and then we'll kind of link up right here. Perfect. Just a little bit of something. We won't have anything on this other side, but this will just act as a nice little area. And then I think we'll do row homes all the way up to here as well, which means we'll probably do row homes all the way along here too. So let's actually dezone all of this. Perfect. We will take it all out. Perfect. And we will re-add in our zoning. And we'll do mostly, not even mostly, all row homes along here. And we'll continue that trend. Perfect. Honestly, because we're doing this, we might put some medium density across the street. Like we might do something like this. Perfect. Something just like that. What I do think we will do though is we will add like a little park over here. Cool, and then we'll decorate it up afterwards. But I do want to do something on this other side, and we'll make this area like a little special area. On this other side, like I was saying, I think actually what we're going to do is we're gonna paint it with a bunch of commercial. I think that will look really, really cool. As it fills in, we obviously have 0 commercial demand, so this will take a while to fill in, but I think that will look really, really nice. Cool. So let's decorate these areas up. So we have this park here, and what I think we'll do is we'll just kind of like extend the park a little bit. So do something like this, nothing too crazy. But then we will come in here with our grass, and we're going to make this extend as well. I think this will look really, really nice. Perfect, just like that. And then we can also come in here, we can add just a few trees around. Perfect, just like that. And then we have like a larger park right in here. And I think that looks really nice. And we can do a similar kind of treatment over here as well. So let's come in with our paths. Continue this straight over here, which means we could add a couple more row homes in here, which is kind of fun. Perfect, just like that. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks quite nice. We'll come in here and we'll decorate it up as well. Perfect. Just a little bit of something over here to make this area stand out. Awesome. Look at that. Looking really, really cool. This would just be a really fun area to live. Very, very busy. Obviously, it would be nice if we had, we have one here. It'd be nice if we had one more connection, but I don't really want to take out a home for that. For now, we'll leave it. And then on this other side, we will come in with our landscaping tool and we will make sure anarchy is off and we'll paint some trees around here. Perfect, just like that. And then I think on this other side, we are going to stick with our our low density residential. And I think that this will kind of level out this area a little bit. I know we have a bit more space over here, but I think this will look good for now until we decide to expand even more. The next area that we are going to expand, we're still bleeding money. Only 10,000 an hour though, not bad. Our service upkeep is up to 1,400 and our services are still, yeah, so we're still importing quite a bit. Probably a bunch of petrochemicals, which means that we need oil, but not to worry at this specific point. Perfect. So we are gaining a population quite a bit, which means that we're going to go up in money as well. This is changing too. Perfect. Amazing. And the next thing we're going to do really is this next area over here. We aren't seeing any low density demand, so we will pretty much cross that bridge as we get to it. But for now, let's just get right into it. First thing we'll do is we will dezone these areas right here. I'm going to take out this home. Perfect. And then we will start our first little area right here. Perfect. We'll come over 20. Amazing. And I'm going to come down here and we'll do the same thing all the way through. And it should link up right here. Absolutely amazing. Perfect. So we could take out some of these homes and then these homes, hopefully these will grow back as 3s. And then what we'll do is we'll take out these guys right here and we will repaint in some low density homes over here as well. And honestly, probably on the other side too. And then anywhere that has these in, we will come up and we will make these connections. One is needed right here. Totally fine. Perfect. That one came in super easy. Perfect. And we will continue this on. Perfect. Just something like that, something a little easy. We are seeing a traffic jam of people coming into our city, which makes a ton of sense. We might need to think about having another connection in here. And this road looks like it could be that connection. Honestly, this actually looks like it would be a great road for this connection. So let's actually make it. We're going to upgrade this to be a 4 all the way down to here. Perfect. I'm going to dezone all of these super short term for the time being. Perfect. And we're going to take this out, reestablish that, and then we'll put the roundabout back in if it will let. We have a small little roundabout here. It's literally just for the buses as they come. And then I don't know if we're going to continue on this road. Not too worried about it right now, but the idea is that we can come up over here. So let's grab a height. We'll say like this right here. Perfect. And now we can slope up right to here. We'll probably come up right over around here. Amazing, just like that. Perfect. So now we have this road kind of come right in here, and this will help alleviate traffic down this main road. And now we have kind of 2 main roads that are kind of funneling in people. And now we can kind of focus a little bit more over here. I will take this out. We'll let this come in right here. Fantastic. And we will zone up all of these areas right along here. Perfection. Love to see it. Perfect. And I probably will extend this road out as well. And we will add our trees and our grass to it. Might as well. You know, we have this road, we have this connection, might as well continue it. Now that we have all of these homes coming in, I might send this out 14 and then have it, I don't really know what I want to do with this road. So nothing yet. Let's put in a home. And then we will extend this out to about here. Perfect. And then on these corners, again, not exactly sure what we want to do. We might just keep trees. I like the uniformity of homes spawning on the off streets. So like Bedford Street, Barlow Street, Pheasant Street. I like that. I think it adds for like a really cool aesthetic through here. But for these areas, it makes these a little bit more difficult. What we could do is these would be great areas to have like a tennis court. So maybe we do something like that. We'll put a tennis court like right here. Cool. And then honestly, coming in here with our vegetation and just painting it all along this highway. Perfect, just like that. And then across it as well. Perfect. So now if you kind of live down here, either you take the highway or you live over here. The highway's here, but at least you have some trees kind of blocking that a little bit. And yeah, I think across Barlow Street, we will also do a line of trees and grass to keep people from parking. We'll have that come up to here. On this other side, we'll leave parking because this is where we'll have a lot of like homes and stuff. And actually, maybe we switch it. I like the parking on this side because this is like the school area. I think that looks nice. But up here, I think we would switch it and maybe do like some commercial on this side. We don't really have a demand for it, so I think we leave it for now. We leave these trees, but in the future, that could be something that we kind of look into. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. And then over here, let's see, can we do another block? We actually could do one block right here. So maybe that is something that we do. We won't go under the train tracks. That seems like a little bit of a ridiculous thing, but we could do... Does that look dumb? I feel like if you have to ask, it does, definitely. So we're going to take all of this out. And instead, we're going to put homes in between here, kind of level it out. I think that makes a wee bit more sense. I'm going to come into our budget. So we're starting, oh my God, every time I think we're starting to level out, it throws me a curveball. 1.5 million for service upkeeps. So we're spending 500,000 on resources. That's what this says, right? Or yeah, maintenance and resources. 1 million on maintenance, that's services. And then 500,000 on resources. Not really sure what to do with that. I was hoping that this would help. It does not seem to have helped too much. It also looks like it fluctuates quite a bit. So we are seeing a bunch of people moving in. So maybe that's something that will kind of fix itself out. It might be a case, maybe we need a little bit of high density through here as well. So maybe we pick like a little targeted spot. Like I like the idea of doing, I'd like it to be as small as possible. Let's do like right here. Let's see what we get. This is going to be an absolutely ginormous building. Maybe on this other side, we put a townhome or like a row home and then a medium density right beside it to kind of maybe level it out a bit. I feel like that could work out quite nicely. We aren't seeing any commercial on this side, so maybe that is just something that we need to wait for as well. But yeah, it's gonna be fighting this update, you know, trying to balance our budget a little bit more. Our tile upkeep is not too bad. It would solve everything if we didn't have to pay for any tiles, but that's okay. We could also up our taxes a bit. Another percent would bring us 100,000 more a month, which wouldn't really fix us, but it probably would help out quite a bit. This road seems to really be helping us as well with a lot of our traffic flow. It seems like we have a bunch of people coming in here, which is really cool. Yeah, this road's main. This actually isn't as busy as I thought it would be, but it is what it is. Yeah, just gonna be something that we kind of have to keep an eye on for the next little bit. We'll probably continue on. We do need to, it seems like we're probably going to have a little bit more high density buildings in here. So when this builds out, we'll see how it looks and then we'll kind of go from there. We might change a bunch of these into medium density. That probably will help out a bit. We do have these buildings looking quite nice. nice. I like the kind of the taper down. I'm very interested to see how this building turns out. So let's just wait for it to come in. I don't hate this building. It kind of fits in nicely. It is obviously quite a bit larger than anything around it, but it actually doesn't look that bad. It does mean that we might have to extend our medium density through here. Maybe we do row homes along here, and then we change some of these other row homes into medium density. I do like that. There's something about row homes that look just so cool. But for the time being, I think that is where, actually we're gonna do one more thing and then we're gonna go. This spot has bugged me from the very beginning. So this is gonna be something that we just fix right now. And how we're gonna do this, because this weird little grid over here, we're just gonna do something similar to what we did over here and build our own little mini park over here. So we'll come in with our pedestrian roads, we'll turn on anarchy, and we'll send this about over here, to be honest with you. We'll have it come up to here, take this out. So we just have this path, nothing too crazy. But then we will come over here and we'll make sure this all lines up with each other. Perfect, just like that. And then we'll have some of these come down. Across here, amazing. Perfect, just like that. Nothing too crazy, but just to make this a little bit more parky. You know, we got something going on over here. The parks connect up with each other. I'm loving this area. I think this area is maybe one of the coolest areas. I'm very excited to see the commercial spawn over here, but we're just gonna have to add more homes. Something that, yeah, I think that also adding more homes will just balance out our budget a little bit more. The more people live here, the more taxes are being paid. Yeah, we could, I don't want to raise the taxes too high. We're already at a -2 because our taxes are high. So yeah, something we'll have to look at in the next episode. But yeah, guys, if you made it this far and you liked the video, like the video. If you love the video and you're not subscribed, what do you do, man? Subscribe down below. Let me know in the comments section how economy 2.0 is working for you. Is it destroying you like it's destroying me? Let me know in the comments. Guys, if you want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.